Hey guys! So, I know that I just put up a video like yesterday, but I felt like making a new video, and I'm using quick capture from YouTube on my webcam, which is new. The quality is probably going to be a little bit worse image-wise, but audio, I think I'll like having a lot more control, and I may see about figuring out how to improve audio too, but I just hate the audio on my other camera, so I'm not going to use it. So there. Ha. Um, but as you may notice, my video is in color. There's no more black and white crayons. They're all different kinds of colors. And, I don't know, my black and white period I think is just kind of over, at least for now. No more depression. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm still dealing with stuff, but I just kind of have had an epiphany, and I am just okay. First of all, I don't mean any offense to anybody's viewpoints. I totally support everybody 100% in being able to think what they want, and I would totally fight for you to have your opinion, um, no matter what it is, no matter how completely opposite of mine it is. Um, I would totally fight for you to have the opinion that you have. May not fight for you to, you know, kill people over it or if it causes harm to other people, but I definitely believe in your right to believe. And so, um, basically, what I've realized is, um, since before I transitioned, before I ever realized that I was female, in any way, I was this very androgynous person. I didn't really feel male, but I didn't make any sort of connection to that as my being female. And that was pretty comfortable for me. Um, but there was still something wrong. And anyways, at that point in time, I guess I'm a person who I spent a lot of time with my parents. It not necessarily as in, you know, I may dress to offend people or, you know, whatever. Like my look changes day to day. This piece of hair. But I, it's something very important to me, like carrying myself, presenting a certain way and successfully presenting that way and having people feel and about you and think about you in the way that you were aiming for. And that's just kind of like, I guess, a form of art that I really enjoy, which has ended up in, me going to cosmetology school for a while and thinking about fashion, going into fashion design and things like that. And it's just something I enjoy. It's not really a self-esteem thing. Like, I need people to think that I'm pretty or anything like that, because I think I'm pretty. But I I just really enjoy that whole. I love playing dress up, I guess. But so as Boy Jules, I managed to get to a point where I really felt like I was perfect. Like I was I looked exactly how I intended to look. Got to a point where if I could change anything, I didn't really feel like I would. I felt extremely overly happy. I couldn't even believe that, I managed to pull off looking like I did. And I look back at pictures of that now and I get really sad because I don't look that way anymore. I don't have that confidence, and I feel like almost like I have to apologize for what I look like. And um, well, I feel like I have to apologize, or not necessarily apologize, but excuse or explain. I have to disclaim my gender, um, and let people know what's going on. I feel like I have to be recognized as female, um, and that's more important to me than dressing how I might just choose to dress regardless of gender. I might take extra steps to make sure that I'm viewed as female, or, that's like the ultimate thing, is whether I'm going to be mammed or sirred. And that's not something that personally that I had ever cared about. And I think if I'd been born female, I would have been just fine being sirred, and probably would have been, because I'd still dress like a boy. Um, at least as far as girls go, I would be dressing like a boy. But um, it just, I've been so obsessed with this idea of passing, and this idea of becoming a girl, earning my womanhood, and, having that right as female. And I've just realized that I really don't care about that. Like, what other people see obviously isn't important to me. I don't want to be, I don't like to present really as either gender. I prefer to be as little one or the other as possible, except for the fact that personally I would like to physically, I would like to grow breasts, I would like to have a vagina, because in my mind that's how I feel like I should look. It's what my mind is telling me, is supposed to be there. And so it causes distress for me. And so I have decided to transition. But personally, if my legal stuff said male for the rest of my life, if I was referred to as male for the rest of my life, I would have no problem with that. I think definitely there's certain ways that I like to be treated. If I was going to be in a relationship, I certainly may take the more feminine side of that, sort of to a certain degree, or I expect it, at least to be kind of equal, to even. And so there's that, but I don't necessarily think that that's, a strictly woman or guy thing. I mean, I think if anything, we've learned that it's not that case, in the queer community. So I guess this whole idea that I don't have to worry about going out, as a boy or a girl, I just go out and feel confident and pull off whatever look. And if everybody thinks I'm a guy, and, I am presenting fairly masculine, that's okay. Just because I have a penis or a vagina, like, it really doesn't matter to me. Personally, like, if I get close to somebody and there's like a physical relationship or something, and they obviously, deserve to know, or even, romantic relationship, they should, know what's going on with me. I don't mind telling them that. And if that's not okay, or if, that means that they're not attracted to me because our genders aren't in alignment, that's okay. But I shouldn't have to hide it, and I shouldn't have to feel like I'm hiding it from people, because people don't come up to me and explain how they were born a female and they have a vagina and they like that. And, we get along. So I shouldn't have to do that either, and I shouldn't have to feel like I'm lying to somebody if I don't come out with it straight off, or if I'm not perceived as a woman, if I'm perceived as male, or, whatever. It's a personal thing. I want those things physically on my body, but I don't really care whether it means I'm a female. If, that means I'm a she-male or a tranny or anything, I'm fine with those terms. I think she-males and trannies, in the most negative sense, I think that's attractive. I'm a tranny chaser. No, but I definitely don't mind non-conforming genders. And so I just want to say, be true to yourself. Figure out what it is you want to be happy, and don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about fitting anything or naming it. You're going to name it. It's human, but don't crawl out of one box and into another. It's a problem I run into a lot and do with everything, and I think probably we all do. And this is just another instance of me stepping back from it and saying, I'm just going to be me. So I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to have color and Care Bears with color. And I really liked having Care Bears in my title for the last one, because all my related videos were Care Bear videos, and that was really fun. So hopefully that'll happen this time too, because it was really awesome. But I have like 10 seconds left, so I'm gonna say bye. I can't believe this video is so long, but everyone be themselves and be happy. Love you guys. Bye.